everyone. In the last video I spoke to some extent about tarot. This is not the only form of divination. The word divination would mean to divine knowledge from a higher source, usually spirit or deity, using tools, divination tools, such as the tarot, such as another form would be the runes. The runes I use, they are 20. The runes I use, they are a Saxon Norse alphabet, 23 characters plus a blank rune. They are carved into stone or wood. I use gems, 23 characters in the Elder Futhark plus a blank rune, that they are used as a form of divination too. Yes, they are an alphabet, the 23 characters, working in three levels: body, mind, spirit. The three eights, the three eights, and their guarding deity Freya, Hagel, and Tio, working on the physical, the mental, and the spiritual realms. Okay, the type of the method I use, for casting out the runes, the classic, the old imagery of the Viking, casting the runes before setting sail, would be sortilege. They cast out the runes, interpret the spread, the Aether, that way. I'll show you a rune, for example. That there were a couple of volunteers who, their name written in the runic alphabet, that they have been sent out. That there were two volunteers. Here, I'll show you a rune for example. This one, if it relates to you, that would be, you can see, that would be Pertho, and that symbol would represent inner wisdom, or inner well of knowledge, or inner resources, or intuition, or inner being. It would mean to pay attention to your dreams, your subconscious mind. We spoke about this in a previous video. You pay attention to your dreams, your subconscious mind. Make a note any clairvoyant imagery that you may receive. Check on it at a later date. Just pay attention to your inner self at the moment. Okay. There is an old myth, old Norse myth, and a lot of, as we know, a lot of myth is history rooted in myth, in legend, and a lot of it is still around today for a reason. Okay, so this old Norse myth about how the runes were gifted to us, an old Norse deity, an old Norse god. He hung himself from Yggdrasil upside down. Yggdrasil was a metaphysical tree, the world tree, connecting the heavenly spheres, the heavenly realms, and the underworld. Hung himself from this tree upside down for 9 days, 9 days and 9 nights, in order to shift his perspective, in order to change his perspective, his perceptions, flip his perceptions, shift his worldview upside down, gain enlightenment that way on this metaphysical tree, connecting the heavenly realms and the underworld. This way he did gain enlightenment, ascend into godhood. The runes were gifted to us that way as he discovered them. Another form would be automatic writing, which would be literally channeling channeling text, channeling free handwriting guided by spirit as a medium. That's a interesting an interesting way of spirit communication that way. Also, I Ching. I've not used this one much myself. Okay, but a man who I respect a lot, admired a lot, studying in my own subjects, the late Carl Gustav Jung. He would use I Ching, and he would flip a coin and develop patterns, interpret patterns that way. This would be a form of divination. He could use this to tap into the collective unconscious. We spoke about this a bit in a previous video. Okay, yeah, we mentioned the three levels. Okay, so the collective unconscious, it was working on the mental level, somewhere in between mental and the spiritual levels. Okay, so through using these divination tools, Carl, myself, many other witches have used this to get closer to our patients, our clients, build better understanding of their needs and better assist them that way. As Carl did also as a doctor, he was a great physician, as many of us are. I'm not medically trained, but I do have some healing abilities, some mediumship abilities, clairvoyance, and a host of other skills. We'll get to that. I'm not showing off. Yeah, I will show off my pendulum though. I've had this for a few years. I did use this professionally. This would be a dowsing tool. It's copper and amethyst. This would give me positive or negative readings, picking up on energetic fields. Can also be guided by spirit, yes or no answers with this pendulum board. Yeah, that's one kind of dowsing tool. Another would be the rods. They work in a similar way. A metal detector would, used in a similar way. Treasure hunters would use a metal detector. The rods they cross, copper rods they cross in the center, picking up on minerals, metals as a metal detector would. But usually they're looking for Lee lines. Lee lines would be they are energetic. They are energetic pathways. Almost a global connection of energetic pathways. Energetic pathways, which they do lead to places such as Stonehenge, Glastonbury. These Lee lines, they do tend to these Lee lines they're known to have a lot of paranormal activity around them, paranormal, spiritual hauntings. I'll say a lot of activity around these Lee lines. If you want to look into these Lee lines, and they people do go dowsing for these lines. These lines do usually lead to old heritage sites, actually, usually at a crossroads, interestingly enough. So thanks for watching. I hope this helped you with your divination workings, if as it did with me, strengthening my intuition, my own mediumship skills, develop as a witch more that way. In my next video I will talk more about magic and spellcraft, and also the body mind spirit connection. Maybe talk about some astral travel. Before we'll do that, we will talk more about the chakras, breathing exercises, defensive techniques before we get into anything remotely dangerous. I'm Wiccan. I'm not going to put you in danger, I promise. I've been trusted with this. Okay. So thanks for watching. Blessed be safe, and I'll see you again in the next video. Okay, goodbye for now.